All right, I'm gonna go through the shot sequence of a new archer or somebody that's dealing with some type of target panic. Here we go. Load the arrow. Oh, that was cool, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's draw the arrow back. Oh, okay, that felt nice. Oh, okay, I gotta find my peep. Let me find my peep. Okay, all right, there's the target. All right, let's, I can't relax. Gotta test the shoulders up. Shoulders up. Hold your breath. I'm trying to find it. It's moving side to side. It's bouncing. Oh, shit. It's not going off. What's going on? It's too much time. Push it, pull it. Go off. Bam. You ain't even hit the target. You hit the top of the bell of the wall. You're not breathing. You're not relaxed. You're not looking. You're tensed. You know what I'm saying? You got all tight. Your heart beating out your chest. Like Bugs Bunny. You don't want that. Us as fellas archer don't want you to do that. First of all, that's dangerous. And first of all, it may be borderline psychotic. So do not feed bad habits. Do not develop bad habits. You want to start off correctly, all right? Breathe, relax, get you a shot sequence. This is the value of coaches, right? Or the value of good people that where you start at. Where you start at matters. The value of starting at the right place with the right people. That's gonna give you the right information that got the patience and the tolerance to teach you these type of things. Because pro archers ain't gonna tell you that. Because here's the thing, they've been doing this. So to them, this is just normal things to do. They don't even think about them no more. So they don't even think about telling you these things, okay? So, but that's why we have this community here, Arrows Up. This is why we teach. This is why we learn. This is why we learn on the fly and we teach too, because we want to see what works. You know what I'm saying? One community, what we're trying to do is get this archery community in this sport to go further than it's ever done. You know what I'm saying? So look, good information, tolerance, good people, and we keep it moving. Let's get it. Get the feet set. Breathe. Make sure the arrow's not. Look on. Out. In. Out. In. Press. Stretch out. I'm exhaling on my stretch out. Important part is breathe. You breathe. That way you get oxygen in your body. Yep, it's telling you to relax, especially if you're tense. When you're new, you're gonna be super tense. You want every advantage to keep your body relaxed. And when you're relaxed, those shoulders come down, all right? Now, you don't wanna make the mistake of taking a deep breath and letting it out fast. What that does is, see that? It relaxes everything. That will throw your shot off. You're gonna dip. So you have to do it slowly in a sequence that's good for you and your body, whether that's 10%, 25%, half, whatever. You gotta figure out how to exhale. I do mine very slowly. So I'm pulling, stretching out, excuse me. If I get to the end of that and that shot ain't went off, I'm letting down. Not fighting through. Mistakes always happen when I fight through. What I'm getting at is every archer has a tempo. Every archer has a breathing sequence and the shot execution. It all goes together and it all matters. That was the two I shot from that video from out there. It matters. Your sequence matters. You know, it's gonna make archery for you. It's the difference between day and night. All right. So I get you want to grab your bow, grab your arrow, grab your release, get on up there and shoot. But there's way more to archery than that.
All right, hey y'all. So I was asked to kind of talk about my shot sequence just a little bit. This is a shot sequence that was kind of taught to me about 4 years ago when I started shooting by my coach. And it just helps me keep my rhythm. So I talk myself through my shot. First thing I do, pick up the bow, make sure it feels good in my hand. I knock the arrow. I come up, I take a deep breath in and draw that back. That gets me my posture right, kind of gets up here. I let that breath out a bit. I feel my anchor points. When I let that breath out, y'all, that drops my shoulders down into alignment, all right? When I do that, I also engage my back muscles. That's what helps me with my hold. That's where the steadiness is gonna come from. I let that bow settle for just a few seconds, right? Doesn't take long, just a little bit. Then I take back in about a half to 3/4 of a breath. That is a signal for me that it's go time. Tightens up my core, further engages my back, tightens the chain between my bow hand and my release. I make sure that thumb is looped all the way around my release. I shoot a thumb release, so I need to make sure I got that good hook on it. Once I take in that deep breath, about half, 3/4, like I said, I actually hold my breath. And I am just focusing on pushing that pin right through the center of that X. And I'm just telling myself, wait for it, wait for it. You gotta wait for that shot to execute. As I'm waiting for it, equally applying pressure to the front and back until that release goes off. When that release goes off, you guys will see me take a deep breath out. I let that pressure go. And that is the reset button on my brain. Tells me it's time to go to the next shot. So that's my shot sequence. Not gonna say it's perfect for everyone, but y'all, it works for me. Arrows up.
And understand, like everybody has a sequence. Everybody has a tempo. Everybody has a breathing sequence and a shot execution. Look, Jason, I've been chasing him all this year. Sidewalk, the man's a machine. Seriously. But these are the people that's in archery, man. They great giving you information and trying to help you. And so what they got to say. So you go see that it differs from what I do. Everybody differs, but the important part is they're breathing. If you don't breathe, you're not getting oxygen. All right, and unless you've been trained in some type of underwater stuff or swimming or holding your breath, listen, you're giving yourself target panic. All right, you don't want to give yourself target panic. Not in archery, because you will miss every time. And you will hate the sport. You would gas out, you would get frustrated, you would quit. We are trying to limit the quitting. So I practice 2 forms of breathing. It's helped to relax my performance anxiety. It clears the brain fog, and it just keeps me in my right mental space where I'm engaged. There's diaphragmatic breathing and bellows breathing techniques, all right? So the first one, diaphragmatic. Inhaling deep through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. And you're breathing from here, your diaphragm, your stomach basically. You'll see it when I shoot. You see my stomach expand. That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. It's just, right? I'm doing that before I shoot, and that's part of my breathing sequence and tempo when I do shoot, all right? And the other one is bellows, all right? This can cause, if you deal with like hyperventilating, this could cause some of that. So you gotta just be wary, you know what I mean? So bellows breathing, it's a yoga thing, really. It's just a chi thing. So it's just, you're doing them, it's all from the nose. You should feel it more in your chest and your neck and everything like that, not your stomach. So for me, when I'm on the line, so I'm giving you 3 of those and then the diaphragmatic. Then I'm entering my shot sequence. So I'm exaggerating so you can see what's going on. Clears brain fog. It calms me down. That it keeps that performance anxiety at bay when I'm nervous. Oh, I gotta hit the target. It keeps my brain clear and focused. That's what you want on them lines. When you come in at full draw, you want to be relaxed, because you go shake and everything when all that stuff is just built up, and when it's built up, your muscles get tight, they shrink. That's why you get tight and you get weak in your hold. when you start leaking pressure and getting weak, first you're not breathing, you're panicking, and you're not relaxed, and everything is tight. So that's why today is about breathing. You want to breathe, man. Relax. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? You want to get through this, okay? So, diaphragmatic technique, bellows technique. Look them up. See if they work for you. They work great for me. You know what I mean? I've scored some of my highest scores doing that technique. So, they work. Knock it. You know what I'm saying? Was our host today. We appreciate them, man. We appreciate all they do in the archery community around here. We appreciate what they do in the community around here. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? This is about people. You know what I mean? You need people for this industry to survive, and you need your community, where you live. You need their support, and they need your support, and that's what Nike is about. And I love that about them. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them. That's what it is, man. Like I said, we want to give good information, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep growing the sport of archery. We want to make strong archers. You know what I'm saying? We want them to have great starts and not get frustrated and quit. You know what I mean? So, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what we do. It's arrows up. Let's get it.